guys, welcome to day 2 of Ubuntu and multi-agents. Today I'm just going to set up Apollo and I'm going to connect it to my Hermes agent. As I said, we are in Ubuntu today and it's kind of really exciting, mainly because everything is kind of different. You see, like if I want to actually open a cursor inside Ubuntu, usually you would have an icon somewhere here, you click it and cursor is open, right? In Ubuntu, it's kind of different. You have to go to terminal and enter this command or enter a command wherever the work or wherever the app is being installed. This is really good. I am thinking like the .exe file or any kind of dependencies is actually kind of a visual interface for this thing, right? Because more I get into AI, more I create apps, more I try to connect apps using multi-agents, this issue persists. And here you can see like Hermes agent has something known as files, right? So it has dockers, it has release NDs, it has like skills ND, all of these things. So previously when I was using Windows, it was super hard to even get this thing, right? Because Windows will say it is in WSL and WSL is not connected to Windows directly, there is an error, blah blah blah. But now I just have to install the Hermes agent and the Hermes agent is up and running really smoothly. Now today's thing is to connect the Hermes agent with Notion, Obsidian and Apollo. You see this app? We don't need that. Let's say I want to install Brave inside Linux. Usually you have a get Brave button and then download it. No, you have to copy this command, go and create a new terminal, paste this command here and paste. And then I have to put my password. And this is how Brave would be installed, or any software in fact would be installed inside Linux. Okay, so I am creating this Calendly link, but I need to actually connect with Microsoft Teams, which I couldn't actually connect in Firefox. Let's just go and connect it in Brave. Usually it will connect it in Brave because I was using Brave for a long time. And voila, my Outlook would be connected here. And you can see Microsoft is connected inside Brave, inside Linux. And all I need to do now is to create or transfer a link or something like that from here, which I think, yeah, this one is copied from here. And I'll just go back to Apollo where I'm setting up. And I'm going to paste the Calendly link here. And now I have actually created that sequence using AI inside Apollo. Let's just go through this mail. Hey, first name, contact, snippet, site for self-view, remotely managed blind sports at company. This is a really shitty email. So what we're going to do is go to Gemini and say, please give me 3-step email sequence for Apollo. But what we are going to do really, these things are not done by any person out there. So as you can see there, we are actually linking Notebook LM, and I'm going to go and select all of this thing. So this is sales script by Eric Klein. So how you actually use Notebook LM in combination with Gemini. And as you can see here, sales, right? So I have actually downloaded or linked all of this YouTube channel, YouTube videos of Eric Clare, who is a really good salesman, and we are going to use that as a basis. And okay guys, so Gemini has split the format out in the same format as Apollo needed. Now what I'm going to do is to copy this and go back to the Apollo one and paste this. We have done that. I have a call at 3 o'clock and now it is correct 3 o'clock, so I'm expecting that call, so I'm just going to lay over and I'm going to stop the recording. Okay, after we have created the sequence inside Apollo, we are going to select the prospects. So I'm going to do the prospect searcher inside Apollo itself. I do not have a prospects at the moment. Here you can see I need personas. Create a man persona, marketing lead, proposal. Give me just a second. I just need to go to jobs and job titles. From job titles I need to go for owners, and owners exclude software engineers and yeah, software engineers, system management, right? And lookalike I don't want it, awards and certification I don't want it. Let's say the United Kingdom for now and UAE for later, and let's just put in Singapore as well. Singapore and Malaysia, truly Asia. Sure. Now what we have to do is job title, who have not changed job for a long time, and company, and go for industries. I am going to target, let's say there is risk management. There is verified email address, so let's do that as well. Asking me whether we can send email to people if Apollo has not registered or verified email. I'm going to say yes. There is a thing known as rotate email ID that I will do very soon. Everything else is really good. I'm going to save here. For you guys who doesn't know Apollo, and for you guys who doesn't know Apollo and how it is working, it's like an automated email assistant. But what is so good about Apollo is Apollo doesn't only emails people, it also has a directory of people and their database. It's been in the industry for around 10 to 15 years, I guess, if I'm not wrong, probably 10 years plus. And because it has been in the industry for a long time, it is like a Google right now for reaching out to people, and it would be the best CRM for reaching out to new people and cold emailing, and that is what we are doing right now. And following me, the email ID that I am using for Apollo is not actually my primary email ID. Do not use your primary email ID for any kind of Apollo outreach. Think about it, primary email ID. This is the stigma that we all business people have, that I need a really good email ID, right? Think about it. You check your email ID, but mostly like 90% of your attention is actually going to the email, and sorry, 80% of your attention is going to email, but 90% of your attention is actually going to the subject, because that is the notification that you get when you are seeing an email in your phone, right? So don't get fixated on your mind, oh, I need a better email ID, blah blah blah. Instead, go and find out, like, where do I get a better template for email ID or emailing. And okay, getting Hermes agent, getting Ubuntu, everything is exciting, right? But until I'm so excited today, just because of one thing, that is inside Ubuntu, right? There is this weird feature. You can't see recent tabs. So even if I do, 3 hands or 3 fingers up, you can't do recent tabs. And if I want to switch tabs from, the browser to a terminal, I literally have to go and, click this thing. I was today years old when I knew I can use Windows button to do switch tabs. Like usually it will be like Windows Shift and Tab or something like that. If you do Control Alt and Tab, if you do that, you end up in this weird window. I think it's a dash. It's actually selection as well, but it's weird. But if you want to do like multi-windows in Ubuntu, you just have to press Windows and that happens. And if you want to do that one, you Control Alt and Tab, do this thing. So today we are going to actually connect Notion to the Hermes agent, which we are running here. Where is it? Like this. So let's create this Notion integration API from the Notion page. You can just Google it, and then you have to first, so keep in mind, you have to create this internal integration API and Node, and there is another API as well here. You have to switch to internal integration and create an API. Then we do the configuration. I'm just going to zoom into the space. This is something that you will see, and you need to copy this one. So I'm just going to do this thing. So once you copy that API key, you have to go to Hermes, and then I asked it to connect to Notion. So it's just asking me what is the API key. So I'm just going to paste it here and press enter. So inside my Notion page, there is a lot of things. This is one. Inside my general page, there are a couple of databases. So one thing that you guys need to know is the difference inside Notion pages and databases. So this is a fast track understanding on how to use multi-agents. Because inside Notion, as you can see here, this is a database. So once you go here and create anything here, you can see that this is right now creating a page, right? So we don't really need a page. So pages are this small thing which is under a database, which is like this whole tracking thing, right? So the best practice is to create different databases under your creative workspace and give that permission to the Notion. Now what you have to do is come back to Notion, and then you have to come here and go to each database and copy their link, and then come back to cursor and say, are you able to see and edit this database? And then we paste the database name, and then you press enter. What all pages can you see in Notion, right? And after that, it has given me the sprints, social media, plotbot, creative project, goal tracker, pipeline tracker, daily checklist, was mind, test entry, TikTok, topics, and all of this thing. And that is actually true. It's true. If you go to Notion, you can see it's general, was mind, social media, plotbot, creative projects, goal tracker, pipeline tracker, and all of this are like this, right, inside Notion. But actually, if you export it, so if you export it into some kind of Google Sheet or something like that, it will kind of look like this. And the top headings, that will be task name, assigned to, due, is current sprint, project, sprint, status. Thing you need to be keeping in back of the mind, right? So if you want to if you want to create a sales CRM software, then you need to know, oh, this is how Notion is making my project, so I will use my CRM system CSV to. So now what we're doing is actually 2 tiers. One is we have opened Hermes Agent Gateway, which is like the web UI of Hermes Agent. So now we are going to tell it to open it, and we have. So let me explain what is this. So user service is for local systems. Like if you're running your Hermes agent inside your laptop, then choose the user service. But if you are running it in a browser, or if you are running it in WordPress, then use the system service. I'm going to use the user service. And again, there was one time more permission issues, and yes. So in order to do that, next you need to paste the command Hermes gateway start, which I'm going to paste it here. So user service started. Now what I have to do is copy this one, which is Hermes gateway status. And let's do that. Yes. And so why are we actually opening the gateway? So we actually opened the gateway. So we opened the gateway here, right? So why do we have to open the gateway? Because we have to get the Telegram link, which you need to put it here. So now Telegram is approved. I just came for a run. Let's see if the agent is working. Let's see if Hermes agent can do the task that I want to do from here while I'm running. So we are trying to communicate with Hermes agent via Telegram here while I'm outside of my room and away from computer. I just came for a run. Let's see if agent is working. Let's see if Hermes agent can do the task that I want to do from here while I'm running. And right here. So while we were running, we actually created a page known as personal revelation inside here. So as you can see here, after this code execution, we had this thing coming up. And this one was running here. I just came after a run and I have yet to shower. And then we are going to create a better environment for Hermes. But the good thing and the bad thing is that good thing is Hermes agent is running way smoother than OpenClaw. The bad thing is currently I'm using OpenRouter's API. I needed a faster or a quicker model to respond. So at the moment we are using a, as you can see, this is the Telegram logs that Hermes agent is using. But the main problem that I have is you haven't yet reached like multi-agent configuration. I'm using Hermes agent here, but I really want to switch my agents from my NVIDIA supported agents to a faster model. So as you can see, this is the current model that I am using here in Hermes, but let me just zoom it in. But here, even though it has a longer context window than this model that I want to use, it has a significant drawback. That is the latency issue. So latency is 1.57 1 second and 57 microseconds, but it's actually really high. But for this model, the latency is 0.38. Even though we sacrifice a little bit of token size, I think faster response is much better than long-term memory for now, because I already have Obsidian for long-term memory. So I'm going to switch it. So the reason why I am making this video is for you guys to see this thing. So if you go and type in Hermes model, you can actually go to this context window or CLI. You can actually go to CLI and change the model. So I'm going to use OpenRouter, and then I'm going to change it to, I'm going to get the model name from the selection. So let me just see if they have it. If I paste it here, and yep, that is working. Now all I have to do is to delete all of this terminals here and make another terminal and call Hermes again. And as you can see, the model has been changed. Now the next big task that I want to do is to connect Obsidian inside here. Because we have switched the model, I think the response is much faster. Okay guys, it's late. It's 2:50 a.m. So I'm just going to sleep off for tonight and build the Hermes agent tomorrow. But a very interesting thing that I found out is there's a lot of skills like this one, and I'm really excited to understand those skills and how to use it. Like for example, they have like Whisper for speech recognition and segment anything for image segmentation, clip for vision language model. So my idea is to create a Jarvis for businesses, right? So when you come to morning to your office or once you open your laptop, today's update, right? Now tomorrow what we are going to do is something really something that I'm looking forward to, and that is this one. So this is Apollo, and I'm going to create the paid plan because I think this is value for money. And once I do the paid plan, I don't know where is the Apollo. Once I do this plan, which is the 49 USD, you do understand unlimited CRM blah blah blah. There is also MCP as well, CRM integration. So CRM integration is what we need. So even if the leads dies out here, we will get that lead data in our Notion, and that would be really great. I really want to buy Apollo tonight before I sleep, but it makes sense to buy tomorrow because the credit would be better. I kind of used all the credits today because this is the free tier plan, and as you can see, it's 80 of 155. And today we created the sequence. I want to create like 3 more sequences, and also I need to make a bit more of dummy email accounts to send out to people. So tomorrow let's do Apollo, and that's it for today. This is day 3.